Let's talk about empirical and molecular formulas. So here are the steps to calculate an empirical formula. I have to give you this percentage data. All right, so if I give you the percent data, we're going to pretend that we've got a 100-gram sample. And so if we've got a 100-gram sample, then we just take the percentage and place a G next to it. So for instance, if it's 55% carbon, that translates to 55 grams. And if it's 45% hydrogen, that translates to 45 grams. We're going to convert everybody grams to moles, and then we're going to divide through by the lowest number to get the subscripts. Now if you get a number that ends in 0.5, double everything, and if you get a number ending in 0.3, triple everything. So here's an example. What's the empirical formula of a compound that is 71.65% chlorine, 24.27% carbon, and 4.07% hydrogen? So we're going to pretend that we've got a 100-gram sample. So if it's 71.6%, that translates to 71.65 grams, 24 grams, and 4 grams. So we're just going to convert grams to moles, grams to moles, grams to moles. You're not always going to get two that end up being the same. It just happens to work out that way in this example. Get lucky sometimes. Now we're going to divide all of those numbers by the smallest one. So we're going to divide through by the smallest, and we're going to round it to the nearest whole number. So 1, 1, 2. So that gives us our formula CH2Cl. That's the empirical formula. And the empirical formula is the lowest possible ratios. 1 to 2 to 1 does not reduce, so I know that that's an empirical formula. Now if I want to take the empirical formula and convert it into a molecular formula, all I need to do is figure out some scalar factor that I'm going to multiply the whole formula by. So I would have to give you the molar mass of the molecular formula. That has to be given to you. And you can calculate the molar mass of the empirical formula. And then we just divide those two numbers and we multiply the whole formula through by that factor. So here's an example. If the empirical formula is CH2Cl, we just calculated that one, and its molecular formula has a molar mass of 98.96, so I just would have to give you that piece. What is the molecular formula? So we need to figure out what our multiplication factor is. So we take the molar mass of the empirical formula that we were given, and then the molar mass of the empirical formula, that's just the molar mass of this. So this divided by this is 2. Now I'm just going to take my empirical formula and multiply everything by 2. So C2H4Cl2 is my molecular formula. There are several examples in the notes online of more examples of empirical and molecular formulas, and then I strongly suggest that you do the practice problems that are suggested in your syllabus so that you can get good at this. But that's an overview of empirical and molecular formulas.